What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction video, I am once again going to be checking out a band for the very first time. And while I'm not familiar with this band's music yet, I have seen their name popping up a lot ever since I've started a YouTube channel. And actually, it's been popping up a lot more recently, probably because they released this video and you guys wanted me to do it. But I've also seen a lot of other reactors talking about this band. In fact, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure that I saw when History Buff did his bracket challenge of bands where they went head to head against each other. He said that he was kind of bummed out that this band lost to Sabaton because he loves this band and they're his favorite from Sweden. So pretty excited to check it out, man. Now, while this music video is brand new, the song itself is not, because it comes from their studio album that was released a couple years ago. Now, that studio album is called Embla's Saga, and it was released on January 10th, 2020 from AFM Records. Now, if there's anybody else that's watching this that's a first-timer with this band, or you missed that album, I'll throw a link below where you can go purchase the album or stream it and support the band if you would like to. But I'm always excited to check out new music, so let's just get into this one. I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, for the very first time, I'm checking out Brothers of Metal with the music video for their song, Kaunaz Dagaz. Let's go!
Hear the call for on the chosen ones, far away but all like one. Come together, we've just begun, chant till Valhalla comes, chanting till Valhalla comes.
Oh my god, the little kid. Great lead work. All right, before this chorus, my first thoughts on this, it's very power metal-y. Well, I don't know if I would call this power metal, because usually with power metal, you get a little, like, fantasy elements and stuff like that. There's nothing fantasy about this. I mean, this is, you know, Nordic Viking shit, so, we'll just call it metal. We'll just call it heavy fucking metal, man, because that's what it is. I like it. I did not know until I saw the thumbnail for this video that there was a female vocalist in the band. I think when people said Brothers of Metal, I just assumed it was a group of guys, but I really like her voice. And right away when I first saw her, I was actually like, wow, that really looks like the actress that played Lagertha in Vikings. I'm probably not the first person that said that, but I'm digging this so far. You guys know me, I'm always honest. It's nothing that's like blowing my mind and making me rethink music right now, but I really like it. And the production is really good. The tones are great on everything. I like the guitar lead work that was going on. We still got quite a few minutes, so let's see what we get here.
Charging into my destiny, the thunder in
I really like that guitar lead work. You know what I'm really liking about it? I want to go back because I just saw when they were playing, the bass player was reaching over and doing the tapping on the guitar. I like that there's little bits of humor thrown into this. Like, they're having fun in their own way, and it's really, really cool. See if I can catch that again. We're gonna get a ripping solo. So let's knock out all this gear. This will actually be pretty quick because there's things I know, there's things I don't know. So 3 guitar players in the band, and they're all playing Solar Guitars, which is Ola England's company based in Sweden. Now, I'm just gonna assume all of these guys are endorsed by Solar if they're all playing them, and it looks like they're all playing the Solar Type A's. Different specific models of each one, but they're definitely all Type A's. I'll dig in a little and see if I can find what models they're using. And for anybody that's not familiar, I assume most of you will be, but Ola England is a legendary Swedish guitar player that's played with tons of different bands. But a few years ago, he started his own guitar company. He was originally endorsed by Washburn Guitars, and he had a signature model called the Solar. Well, he eventually left Washburn and started his own guitar company and brought that design and the name and everything with him. And they are exploding lately, man. I mean, on a takeover to the point where, like, you're seeing so many metal bands using Solar now. And it's really impressive that they've only been a company for, I think, like 3 or 4 years. And a lot of the biggest names in metal right now are also using Solar. Their bass player, I'm not 100% sure what he's using. It is a very common body style. It looks very much like the ESP LTD B series. There's an Ibanez design that looks like that. There's a Yamaha design that looks like that. I think it's the TRBX. But I can't get an accurate guess on what it is. Now, the interesting thing about the bass is that the logos on it are taped over. And it's not even like they made it less obvious, because usually when bands are trying to hide logos in music videos and TV performances, it's because they have obligations to other companies and they can't have other logos on screen and stuff like that. But they usually try and hide it on the down low. It's like black tape or tape that matches the color of the guitar where it just blends in and stuff like that. They're using bright ass orange gaff tape on it. So it's like, it's not even that they're trying to hide that they're covering the logos. And not only are they in the headstock, but he's actually got tape on the 12th fret of the guitar where that company's logo also is. So I don't know what the reasoning is. Maybe he also got endorsed by Solar recently, but doesn't have a Solar bass yet. I don't know. But that's kind of funny to me that they just taped over everything with orange gaff. And the drummer, I haven't really gotten great looks at everything. I couldn't really see the cymbals or anything. The badge on the drum kit kind of looks like Yamaha. It looks like it might be a Yamaha kit, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look it up and I'll check out more. So that's it for all the gear. I really like the video, man. And this is common for a lot of European bands, man. Rather than just getting, you know, people in normal everyday street clothes and just doing performance videos, you get a lot of these thematic bands, and I really enjoy that. I love that there's a huge performance aspect to a lot of these bands from Europe. It's enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. It's starting to grow on me more and more. Like, I really liked that chorus the second time I heard it. let's lead into what I'm going to assume is going to be our guitar solo bridge. Pretty sure the drummer's using Zildjian. Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk about was I really enjoy... Oh my God. I really enjoy when engineers that mix these albums really boost the guitars in the solo, because I've heard stuff before where it's pretty buried. That was great. I loved how much it stood out, and I loved the tone, and we can obviously see that their guitar players have some skill to them. Now, while I will still stand by what I said in the beginning, it's nothing that completely blew my mind and is making me rethink music by any means. I really enjoyed this. Like, as it kept going on, I really started getting into it, and I definitely want to hear more from this band because, well, I enjoyed it. And, I mean, that's a good point to make too. When you listen to music, you don't need something that's going to completely just absolutely blow your freaking mind and be something you've never heard before to enjoy something and like a band. So I definitely want to hear more from these guys. I'm going to go back and check out this album because it has been out for a couple years, and maybe someday soon when we get some new music, we'll revisit them on the channel. But for now, let's go talk more about it. So after sitting here for a second and thinking about that, there's actually quite a few things that I really enjoyed about the overall video and song itself. The video was great. I love stuff like this where we get a mix between performances, where we can see the bands using gear, and then a little bit of a story and them having fun. And there were those little humorous moments that were great. Like, I thought it was awesome, and they probably had a blast filming this. Sonically, I thought it sounded fantastic. Whoever mixed this, very good job. I loved all the tones on everything. I loved how articulate everything was on the vocal end, even when we were getting the harsh vocals mixed in with the cleans. It all stood out very well. There was nothing that was buried amongst anything else. It was great, man. I liked it. And I definitely want to check out more from this band. I have a feeling that they can go in a lot of different directions. I'm kind of getting the vibe that this might be a more tame song, if that makes sense. I bet we have other stuff that might get a little heavier than this or a little more shreddier or something with harsh vocals, but that's not necessary for a good song. I mean, I thought this was an excellent song. I just want to see how diverse this band actually gets. So I will definitely be checking out more in the future. So thank you guys very much for the recommendation. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. I release new videos all the time. Subscribing is free and it helps my channel out a ton. If you enjoyed this reaction, I would greatly appreciate the like, as that also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, no big deal, man. Thank you very much for your time. You are free to click dislike and move on if you didn't like it. I'm also on a ton of different social media. We have a Discord server that a lot of us hang out on often. I have a Twitch where I stream from time to time, anything from video games to doing guitar tech work and live reactions. And if you guys are interested in any of that kind of stuff, I will throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.